Want to make your sound effects or music sound wider? Well, these 5 plugins are going to help you do just that. From stereo enhancers to panning plugins, these are the best free effect plugins I could find for making a wider mix. Stick around. Hey everyone, Jake from Transverse Audio here. These are all quite unique and can solve different problems in your mix, or achieve different goals you may be after. As usual, the download links are in the description below. While you're there, drop a like on the video too. I'd really appreciate it. First up is a plugin from iZotope called Ozone Imager. This stereo imaging plugin does more than just show you the width of your track. It also lets you shape it. With options to control the width and a stereo-wise parameter, you can bring something all the way down to mono, and also make it wider than it was before. Bottom line, this is great for understanding and controlling your mix. Next is a stereo panning tool called Pancake. Clever name, huh? Which is made by Cable Guys. Instead of using the default panning controls that come with your DAW, this effect plugin lets you modulate the pan with an LFO, and even lets you create your own modulation curves. Basically, it makes it really easy to automate your panning. Now, if you like those last two, you might as well subscribe and enable notifications for my channel. Not only do I make these kinds of videos often, I also make community posts where I share a bunch of tips and information. Alright, the third plugin is another one by iZotope called Vocal Doubler. This is a great way to thicken a sound and to get the most out of the full stereo width. I'm pretty sure it's a subtle delay or chorus effect mixed with a stereo enhancer. First, I'm going to show you what it does on vocals, then on a synth sound so you can see how versatile it is. Oh, and iZotope does recommend using this on dry vocals, which is just vocals that don't have any effects applied to them already. For this plugin, it can cause pops and clicks in the sound. So you just need to make sure this is on the top of your effect rack unless you have an EQ. It shouldn't matter for filtering effects.
Every little symbol, every little sign tells me something different every single time. Every little symbol, every little sign tells me something different every single time.
For the next plugin, Pali Verse and Infected Mushroom teamed up and made a really cool stereo widener that always remains in phase with itself. This means it can even work with mono sounds, although I find it isn't as effective as using it on stereo sounds. Wider is a simple to use plugin, and all you need to do is either drag up or down on the percentage or side to side on the meter. Last is a plugin that will rapidly pan your sound back and forth from the left and right channels. I used to call it Tremolo. Tremolo! but it's actually called Tremolo by Pecheneg FX, and is of course a tremolo effect, and is good for adding some width to a sound. You'll have to switch the mode over to pan, and you may need to turn the output volume up to around 1.25 to get it back to normal levels. Now, it is more like a ping-pong effect from a delay plugin, but it can help make some things in your mix wider by stimulating each ear differently. Just be cautious when using it. If you use it on too many elements and make it very pronounced or obvious, I noticed it can leave you a bit disoriented.
I can feel the rain upon my skin. I can feel the rain upon my skin.
I hope these VST plugins help you make music or sound effects that take up a lot more of the stereo width. As always, thanks for watching.